Okay, let's go ahead and get started there, folks. Welcome back to another 2 p.m. PST YouTube stream. I'm your host, Transfer Jim, and today we are going to be getting back into Terraria. Now, to give some updates, I just heard, like, just a second ago that the people over at Pega said that they were okay with me starting back up on it. So tomorrow we'll go ahead and start continuing our studies of the um, Pega development tool. So if you've been kind of wondering where I've been lately on that, there you go. That's what's been kind of going on. So we'll be tackling that um, again tomorrow, and hoping for the best on that. The and with that, then we'll start back into uploading videos again. So look forward to that. Well, I mean, there's already a list of videos already being released, so that's not going to change. Um, we'll have plenty of videos um, kind of set up to be released. Um, Now it may get to a point where I might want to start um, like doubling up the videos, which might seem a little confusing. Um, just to kind of get uh, some videos out there. Um, just so I can um, get back on schedule. Get it to a point where I can, you know, I finish a video, I upload the VOD, and then the next day I can uh, set it up for being released. Now, uh, when that happens, then I'll try to do some more editing. Um, because I haven't done any editing and I really should. Because um, trying to have people want to watch 4-hour videos is not exactly, it's not something that a lot of people want to do. I know that I have a hard time, you know, with super long videos like that myself. So, so I get it, you know. I mean, when you have a lot of content that's out there, um, it it can be a little challenging on what you want to watch. So so I get it. I understand. Um, so I need to try to work on giving everybody a little bit. I need to cut down on the 4-hour videos into something a little bit more manageable. Now, at first, I might just kind of focus on World of Warships because that seems fairly easy. Um, it will be a little bit more challenging to try to tackle some of these games that have really no um, games that have like no real like like start of a mission, end of a mission, much like Terraria here, um, I would feel that I would have a difficult time trying to um, like judge which um, where to start a video, where to end the video, where to, what parts to cut out, and like because I wouldn't really fully know like what's the best course of action on that. So um so you'll have to be a little patient with me when we get to that point. Um but we'll see what we can do. Um but yeah, that's pretty much the news updates for this. We have some polls up on Discord right now. So if anybody is currently watching and you want to help me pick the next games for this upcoming Wednesday, you have until pretty much Wednesday afternoon, um, or Wednesday 1 o'clock PST, um, to pick you know um, which game you would like to see, on my Wednesday nights. Friday nights is going to be changing pretty soon. This upcoming Friday is going to be still Destroy All Humans. I want to get 100% on all of that, but most likely the Friday after um, will be the new game. And in this particular case, I'm kind of aiming more towards a game that's kind of nonstop, that won't have any kind of ending to it. So, um, figured I'd give everybody a choice as to, what game would you like me to, would you would like to see me play? Oh yeah, but that's about as much talking as I really need to do right at this moment in time. Um, uh, right, right, yep, okay. Alright, yep. I'm kind of with you on that. They're crazy. Alright. Um. Oh. This. This probably. Well. You know what? Um. One of the. One person came up and asked if I was going to be playing Diablo 4. Okay. Um. First off, at this time, I don't. I'm unemployed. Um. So I'm currently trying to look for another job. So throwing resumes out there, waiting for some form of callback or something. Um, but more often than not, I don't get anything back. Um, so I continue to send resumes out and hope for the best. Now, uh, that's one of the reasons why I can't do any kind of you know um, I have to refrain from making any game purchases first and foremost. Okay, that's priority number one. I can't be going and spending money. I mean, right now Steam is on their summer sale right now, and I would love to be paying money to, purchase some of these games that are out there that, are like $5, and I, you know, but at the same time, I had to save my money for food and rent, so I can't be doing that. Okay, um, I gotta save my money. Um, so that's the first thing. Um, the second thing that I mentioned was the fact that I really don't like games that I can't play while offline. You know, I know everybody's like, online, 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 but there are days where, hey, if I want to play a game, I shouldn't have to be online in order to play it. Okay? Period. Straight up, I shouldn't need to, especially if it's a single player game. Okay? Like Terraria here. Okay? If Terraria was like, hey, you have to be online in order to play this game, I'd be like, fuck that. You know? Now, obviously, there are some games that you can't get away from that. Like massive multiplayers. Like World of Warcraft or um, or Warframe. Those are you know massive multiplayers. Okay, you can't really get away from you know um, you're not like downloading the entire world on your computer and just playing it. Okay. Um, they have servers to kind of handle that, and on one hand, sure, that makes sense. Um, but on the other hand, there's no single player for those games. So, um, if there were, then then I probably would have been, you know, probably playing more single player than anything else, right? But that's not necessarily the point of those games. Okay. Um, Diablo 4 is not a massive multiplayer game. Okay. You know, they sure you can play it with multiple players, and it is, from everything that I've seen, they have done a better job on helping people out for that. Allowing you know everybody to get their own unique loot dropping during the game, which I support. Okay. I found it really irritating when you're playing a multiplayer game and one person is collecting all the loot and selling it off, and you're basically stuck with crap loot and you can't do a single damn thing about it. Okay, other than you have to click faster. It's like it's just a toxic mentality on that one. Okay, so so I do kind of appreciate that. Okay, but here's the thing. Okay, um, Diablo and Diablo Activision has been really, really predatory on their um, on what they've been doing lately. Their the cost of the game and their loot boxes, what they've been doing for with Overwatch 2, um, what they've been, uh, you know, um, Diablo Immortal was also, you know, a really crappy thing that they did. I mean, they've just been having they, you know, as a company, they have not been doing. They haven't been for the player base at all. Okay. And um, that's another reason not to support them. Why give them money when they have been kind of screwing over the player base for years? You know? you shouldn't support a company like that. Okay. Um, or at least you shouldn't try to support a company like that. Um, you know, companies change when you affect their bottom dollar. Okay. If there's a company that you don't really support what they are, what they do, how they go about doing their business and stuff like that, then don't support them. Don't give them any money because either, um, you know, either they'll get money from people that don't give a damn, which I mean that's on their conscience, depending on those companies, um, or um, or they'll start hurting, and maybe they'll reflect on that, figure out why the players are leaving, or their customers are leaving. Okay, depending on the company that you're referring to, of course. Okay, not just Blizzard is terrible at this. Okay, I'm talking about like multiple businesses that are out there. Okay, um, so you know, um, one of the reasons why I left, Twitch, for example, was the fact that Twitch was being crappy, and the fact that um, even Amazon is really bad. Okay, so you know we have to be showing businesses with our money that we're not going to take it anymore. Okay, we're going to go for the better businesses, the businesses that actually give a damn about their employees and their customers. Um, you know, purchase quality products, purchase quality games. Because believe me, folks, some of these games have not been quality, and some of them have been very predatory as well in terms of games. You know, so no, I don't want to support that anymore. You know, and every customer should be doing the same. No matter what. You know, um, put your money towards um, you know, companies that you feel deserve where the money should go to. Okay. So we've let greedy corporates, greedy companies, you know, do what they want to do because we give them the money to do all this crappy stuff. We're letting them skate on by, and we have to start showing them, that hey, what you're doing is crappy. You need to change. So, um, but yeah. Sorry, getting off my soapbox now. Um, so let's get into the game here. So, we're gonna start off with the single player, and then we'll most likely be joining Blackheart for his multiplayer um, later on tonight. So now we didn't make it all the way to the ocean over on the left-hand side, but we, um, you know, this wasn't really that far from the ocean to begin with. So, um, so what I think I'm gonna want to do, um, I was working a little bit um, on the snow base so that I can move people around there. Um, I have the jungle base already ready to go. Um, and I may build the. Well, to be honest, I don't know exactly where I want to build the beach base. I mean, probably over here because it's really close to the dungeon, and the dungeon is going to be an area that is um, fairly, I'm going to be going there multiple times, so I may just try to go there and tackle that. But let's see. Who all do I have here? Okay. I have uh, the dryad, the zoologist, the banker, the nurse, the gemologist, and of course the guide. Um, and from what I understand, the guide is kind of likes it down in the mushroom forest or so. Um, but obviously I haven't found everybody yet. Um, so let's go ahead and finish off our snow area first. And then I need to go and explore and try to get some better equipment because right now I do not have, I don't have the best equipment right now. So, um, let's see. Banner chest, get that in there. Consumables, those in there. Bait chest. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now, I've yet to fight the snow monster yet. So that's gonna be fun when that happens. Um, just gonna light up this area a bit. Alright. Let's go ahead and get some of these walls. Okay. And now I don't really have any chests that I can throw this extra stuff in right at this moment in time. Okay. Okay. Now. It'll be a little bit harder for me to kind of get to it from the left-hand side, but that's okay. Alright, I think we're good on that right at this moment in time, so I'm just gonna go ahead and teleport back. Let's go ahead and get myself another recall potion. And then we will go ahead and start and we'll look for let's see, let me throw these in here for right now. Okay, banners. Throw that one in there. Ow, what are you doing? Let's see. Plants and seeds right there. There we go. Alright. So now we have all of this down here to try to continue exploring. You know, especially that antlion, but I really don't want to go. I really don't want to be traveling through the antlion cave too much. We still have, you know, the jungle caves to kind of continue exploring a little bit. So, so that might be where I'm gonna go now. You know, so. I gotta remember that I don't necessarily have all the equipment that um, I would normally have, so I gotta be careful on dropping down. Hmm. Actually, hold on. Let me put a light right there, just to kind of show. And I got some healing potions. Sure. Oof, that was close. Let's see. Okay. Let me throw some lights in here. Hmm. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Looks as though we have we have like another antlion cave around here, but it's not quite. And let's see. Nope. Don't really care about the copper that's there, so no real need for that. Hmm. And let's go ahead and get some lights in here too. Whew, that was close. Hmm. Okay, well, I guess that'll have to do for right now. Nothing. I mean, obviously I can like dig further to um to like continue exploration if I really wanted to, but I'd rather spend my time on getting to places that I can easily get to for right now, um, instead of wasting my time on um, using a crappy pickaxe to get through the ground. So that's all. Let's see. And we still have this to explore and that down there to explore. So this is going to be a good spot to kind of look around a little bit more. And we'll do... There we go. And now... There we go. There we go. You know what? Let's just get rid of that little tiny pool of water. Don't need that many torches there. Let's see. I think I'm gonna need to put some rope there. There we go. There we go. Okay. Alright, nothing else down there, or at least nothing that is that worthwhile. Although, yeah, that is silver, but I mean, you know, I'm pretty much decked out in silver for right now, so not exactly the material that I'm gonna be needing the most at this time, so. You know what? I'm gonna leave those guys there. So. Alright, there was a, God damn, those guys hurt. Gotcha. Okay. We'll just go down this way. Yep, I'm right here. They're right here, there, pal. There we go. Why there be? I had to remember that I can put it on the walls there, so. Keep on missing the damn slime. Come on, damn it, die. Oh my god. And that's why I hate the jungle area so much. Okay, I'm losing too much health. One hit and I would be dead. If I wasn't so bad at my shots, it probably would have been a little bit better, but yeah. Let's see. Vine material. Let's see. Blocks. Let's see. Banners. Potions. And let's see. Okay. Yeah, I was not doing very well in the jungle area, and I mean, typically the jungle areas can be pretty rough, you know, to start off with anyway, because they have so many creatures that have long-range shots, and you don't have nearly as much. Um, you know, you don't have any health or anything like that to kind of defend yourself against all that. So, um, so really, the only place that I feel is that might be anything decent might be maybe over here. Um, yeah, you know, there's this spot over here, but that gets a little dangerous because in this area right, you know, right here has all those golems that can kick the crap out of you. Um, you have I have this area right there that I could probably try to go to, but again, I'm getting a little close to the corruption, so that might be a little rough. And then we have this location here, which really doesn't expand out that much. But I do have a railroad there, so you know, let me go back down in here again and see what I can find. So Okay. Phone notifications. I recently turned back on my Twitch app because my brother's been streaming a little bit more lately. So I still get notifications from people that I follow there, even though like I said, I don't really want to like support Twitch that much anymore. Okay. Oh boy, it's gonna be a little rough to get up there. There you go. Nope, don't need both. Come on. Yep. Alright. Pretty much good here. Here, let me put a torch there. And I'll put a torch down here. Oh. Why is there some random explosives there? That is kind of weird. Did I already took? I might have already taken care of the plunger or something like that for it, maybe already. You know, unfortunately, I don't have like a wrench on me, so I can't really tell. You know where the wires might be, but yeah. Oh, well, okay. Let's move on. Okay. Come on, damn it. Oh, damn it. I hate when it does this little glitch. There we go. Okay. Ooh, there is a lot of water down there. Okay. There we go. Okay, if I try to break the sand, it's just gonna cascade down, so there's no point in me trying to, you know, break something over here to put a torch into it. So breaking into that cave is just gonna have, you know, the water flow down into it, unless I go a roundabout way to get to it. So. Definitely not going that way. At least not yet. I don't feel like Wait, what is going on up there? I see the trap there. I saw dynamite over there. So there must be like something like inside here. It feels like. Too bad I haven't found a ferry yet to kind of give me an insight as to what might be down there. But let's go ahead and okay. Nothing. At least it doesn't look like there's anything here. Weird. Alright. I'm trying to see if I can shoot down inside there for. Eh? Nothing there. Okay. And pretty much nothing else in here that I really want to do. Oh, blast. I was kind of hoping that he would kind of show up on the right-hand side there. Oh well. Okay, let's get down in here so that I can grab this jar. There we go. There we go. I get over here first before I go down into the mushroom cave there. Yeah. Again, we got some silver that, I mean, I don't really need that much. At this moment in time, so at least not anymore. I can't remember if gold was better than silver, or if it was the other way around. So, if silver was better than gold, I don't know. I can't remember. Hey there, Blackheart. How you doing there, bud? I think gold is better, if I'm not mistaken. But again, you know, I'm not 100% sure. So. Like I said, we're gonna kind of ignore the mushroom cave for now. Just so that I can focus on kind of seeing what else is over here for the time being. But it doesn't look like much. Okay. So that's the end of that particular railway. And I don't really see much else that is really anything majorly valuable. I mean, I could go up here and see what's in this cave and what's in those, but I think what I want to do is kind of head down here and see what I can find in the mushroom cave. So it's going to be a little dangerous, but, you know, let me tackle it from over here. Let's see. There we go. Oh boy. There is a lot of underwater here. I see the heart down here. I'd like to throw more of a rope up on that right-hand side, but I'll have to kind of head up here first. There we go. Again, I can't remember if gold is better or not, but I'll... We'll hold off on it. Yeah, we'll hold off on collecting too much for now. There you go. Just been messing with stream elements to fix the chat text on my overlays, and I'm looking for a new bot to manage the Discord notifications for when I go live. Sounds good. I mean, I already have it kind of set up in my, I have it kind of already set up in my base. I just need to get back to it, that's all. So you shouldn't have to worry too much about it. Okay. Okay, I gotta get out of here. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, there's another heart. There we go. Okay. Money. One would figure that gold would be slightly better, but again, oh shit. How damn piece of crap. I saw it too late. That hurt a lot. There's a lot of water down there. Let's see. I'm gonna do that. And then... Oh, shit. There we go. A little bit of an air pocket there. Huh. Interesting, interesting. We got ourselves a little bit of a larger cave there, but I don't necessarily want to break into it with all this water here right at this point, so we're just going to kind of ignore it for the time being. We'll come back up to the upper level up there and see what we can do about breaking into that section a little bit more later. Yeah, this one looks to be a fairly large cave overall. Okay. Okay. I think I did about as much as I can here for right now. I need to throw some rope up here so that I can find my way out. There we go. Now let's go ahead and make our way over here for the time being. Go away. Go away, bat. Okay. Go. Oh, I cannot mine that right at this moment in time. Okay. Do not have the right kind of materials to mine that yet. Which is, you know, par for the course. You know, further down you go, the more you have to kind of deal with, so. What the? Okay, we have ourselves a little bit of a trap going on up here. How much of a trap, don't really know. I see the pressure plate right there. Doesn't look like it was like a, like a major trap that has like a whole bunch of explosives or anything like that. So, but that's one good thing about that. But I see there's a jar up there, but I still want to try to collect it. Yeah, let me. Oh, hello. Okay. Okay. Like I said, don't really need the silver. Just getting it out of the way, really. But I think I'm gonna be needing the gold because I'm seeing more and more gold down here, and um, if I'm not mistaken, that's probably the next resource that I need to kind of collect in order to get the um, like the next pick upgrade and the like. So I'm gonna go ahead and mine all this gold that I see here. At least, for now. Okay, let's go ahead and throw some rope here. Okay. Okay. Continuing exploring. Something's going on up there. Obviously, there's a lot to kind of go down here. So I'm going to throw a lot of rope. And it's still going there, folks. That is one long pit. There's some more gold over there, but
We'll hold off on that for right now. Like, you know, again, I'm not 100% sure on gold right now, so I don't know. So, you know what, let's go ahead and get up myself those extra heart containers, seeing that I need them. Let's see. A little bit up here that I haven't gone to. As you can see, there's, you know, I'm leaving some gold behind, so. There you go. Before I go down into that pit, I want to see what's over here first, though. Come on, piranhas. Come here. Okay. There's a large cave here for the most part. Okay. Trying to get to the, trying to get that rope to get down here a little bit further, but it's not really complying with me very well. Oh, god damn it. Ah! I'm missing the rope. There we go. Okay, well. You guys aren't really helping me out here, guys. Come on. Alright. Alright. Thank you. God damn. Okay, just in case. Put a rope over here. Then ideally, probably just go ahead and throw like one right in the center here that goes kind of like right down the center, and then I can just kind of, I can get to either side, you know, just using this one rope easily enough. So go away, slime. Go away, slime. Go away, slime. Go away. There we go. And now I'll take out this rope. Don't really need this here. There we go. Now, glow sticks. Not sure why you were kind of set as a wasn't set there, but hmm. Okay, well that was kind of unfortunate. There you go. Stat. Get some air in there. There we go. Okay. Got another cave over to the left there. I'll hold off on doing that for the time being, because we got this one over here, the huge pit that just seems to want to go on forever. Hmm. Oh, it's water. That's why I couldn't throw anything in there. Alright. Let's see. What we got here? Okay, we seem to have a platform over there that I could probably get to. That is one large pit. Here, let me throw a... Oh, boy. Alright, you know what? Okay. Oh, I see that merchant over there. Hey there, pal. Let's see, what you got for me? Rope, bomb, red counterweight, bone arrow, torch, glow stick. Yeah, none of which I really need. Thank you, but no. Oh, I see a heart container over there, so that's handy. I could use those. Okay. A little worried about that. It looked like a pressure plate for a second. Okay. Okay, we got a room in here. There you go. Hi there. Nope, nothing. I was wondering if it was gonna give me that one enchanted sword. But nope. Okay, I do see some water over there in another cave. You know what? Matter of fact, let me go and dig over there just so I can put a light over there so that I can. But I know. Oh, actually, I see a heart container there. Never mind. I want to go there right away. So. Okay. Go away, bat. And there's this one bat just right there. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. First off, let's get some rope there so that I can just kind of come on over here, get some lights going. Oh, shit. There's some more gold over there. Hmm. Let's see. Oh, shit. Happened again. God damn it. I didn't even see it. I was so focused down here that I didn't even notice the pressure plate that was there. Hmm. Hmm. It's not wanting me to throw a torch down there for some reason. It's like just ever so slightly out of reach. It's like, god damn it. There's a little areas over here that I might need to explore a little bit, but we'll worry about that a little bit later. I would I'd like to throw some rope there, but it's going to be a little difficult for me to kind of get to it. Hmm. There we go. I really appreciate the fact that you can throw those rope clusters. It makes things so much easier to deal with. Nothing else really down there. Let's see what's up here first before I go over in that general direction. Actually, it might just be easier for me to reach this platform with the rope than trying to aim like for that right there. So. Okay. You know what? To be honest, I might want to throw a rope just right there to kind of go straight down. So. Oh, wait. Okay, well. Changing that a little bit. There we go. Hey there, Burger. How you doing? What are you up to today? Welcome to the stream. Yep, I see all this over here. I'm doing pretty good. Let's see. Don't really have anything else going on there. I hear you there, damn word. Come here. Die. Okay. Looks like we've pretty much cleared out this area for the time being. Okay. Probably should try to see about getting down into here a little bit more just to kind of clear out that dark space. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. There we go. Hmm. exploration. So far, I haven't really been finding that many like treasure chests, which has like, you know, really good items in them so far. So it's a little unfortunate that so far my luck hasn't been that great right at this point, but a lot of cobwebs there that I don't really care too much about. Got a torch there. Let's just go this way. Okay. There we go. I want to eventually get up to this particular portion of the island, so there we go. And what's nice about this is the fact that I can just kind of go straight on up, so that's pretty nice too. There we go. There we go. I've had a problem with the smart cursor in the past. The fact that it would try to aim for places that I really didn't want to go towards. So I don't really use it that much. So I'd prefer, like, you know, I'd try to aim for here, and it would like the smart cursor would try to like maybe put it there or up there or something like that. I it it says that it's smart, but it's not really. So I just kind of use my own judgment on that. So let's see. Okay. Like here, let me kind of show you what I mean. So I'm wanting to put my torch like right there, you see? See how the smart cursor is kind of trying to put it down below when I'm trying to aim it right there. So that's what I mean by it's like, you know, yeah, there's the smart cursor that's trying to help you out, but when in reality I'm trying to aim it for another spot. So it's not perfect. So that's why I don't really use it very often. That's all. There we go. Had a little bit of damage there, but that's okay. Let's see. There we go. Give myself a little air pocket there. I mean, if people want to use the smart cursor, they can, you know, no big deal on it, but I just haven't, it doesn't go to a spot that I'm aiming for more often than not. So it's I haven't really wanted to use it too often. That's all. Okay. Yeah, I see the underwater tunnels down there. I'm gonna get some more air. There we go. No, this is not my first world. The um, I played a little bit. I played this once before. Here, actually, let me get to a safe location for the most part, so I can try to explain a little bit. Um, so I played this before. I had when I was streaming full time like I am now. Um, I was playing a little bit of Terraria. Got a job, so I had to slow down things, and it got to a point where I got into hard mode, and I didn't know how to handle the corruption spreading. I didn't really know about it, so before I knew what was going on, the corruption had basically spread throughout the entire world, and I wasn't really sure what the heck was going on, and it got to the point where it wasn't that fun anymore. Um, so I basically said, okay, you know what, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna close this down. And for one, because full-time work was getting a little bit more hectic, and my world was pretty much dead at that point. Um, the corruption had pretty much spread throughout the entire world, and I was just going, okay, my very first world, and it just fell apart. Um, so this is my second single player world. But I've been helping out my friend Blackheart Games with his Terraria world because he wasn't quite sure how to handle his world. So I wanted to kind of give him some help there. So because I made the mistakes on my first world, and I didn't want to see him make the same mistakes. So I was kind of helping him out on, without spoiling anything, obviously. I was helping him out with his world. And while I was doing that, I was like going, you know what? I have some, um, I had some time between my, uh, I normally start at like 2 p.m. I had like an hour. I normally do like an hour of programming. I have an hour of just uploading videos, and then I normally start gaming around 4 o'clock, but Blackheart doesn't necessarily start until about 5:30 or so. So that was like an hour and a half. So I was like, going, hell, might as well just start up a brand new world, and I would just start playing it with it. So, um, if you need any info with anything, also just ask me. No worries there, Heisenberg. But for the most part, I mean, obviously, I don't have like everything memorized. Like right now, um, I don't have, I don't necessarily have like, what ore progression I need to go through. Like right now, as you can see, I'm decked out in silver, and I believe the next ore from that is gold, but I'm not 100% on that. So that's those are a little those details are the ones that are like I don't have like completely memorized or anything along those lines. So um, but but for the most part, I know how to handle Terraria for the most part. So, but I do appreciate the offer nonetheless. So, gold is after silver. Yeah, I was kind of leaning towards that because obviously, the further down you go, the rarer the metals that you find, and obviously, I was seeing more and more gold. Um, the deeper I went, so I was like, going, you know what, I was kind of leaning towards that already, but I wasn't 100% sure. So that's all. Okay, let's throw some rope up here. Okay. Let's see. It's been pretty good so far. Can't complain too much. Obviously things could be, extremely better, like I could magically win the lottery or something like that, even though I'm not actually playing the lottery. It's like somehow, somehow I win the lottery even though I don't actually have a ticket. But I mean, that kind of luck is extremely rare, right? But I mean, you know, um, it's not terrible either. So, you know, if it was completely terrible, I wouldn't be streaming right now. I would probably be taking a mental day off and saying, okay, guys, you know, I'm not I'm not really feeling up to being online right at this moment in time, so I'm just kind of take a day to myself and take it easy. So, but obviously, that's I try to let people know on my Discord that that's happening, so no one's really caught off guard along those lines. Ooh, I see a heart over here. Okay. Okay, don't really see much inside there. How about your day? How's your day been so far? What you been up to? Playing any good games recently? Mm, my day's been good so far. I've been playing Mobile Terraria. Ah, nice. Yeah, after Blackheart is done with his world, which is, obviously we'll be getting to that in about, an hour and a half or so, depending on when he wants to start. Um, but um, actually, let me throw a rope here, even though technically I can get to that, but I'd rather. Let's throw a rope here. There we go. One of the things that you know, uh, after Blackheart is kind of done with um, his gameplay, we were kind of debating as to what we wanted to do with Terraria afterwards. Now he was kind of thinking about like maybe trying to join me in this world, um, because he hasn't his first world was dealing with Crimson, and I personally haven't actually dealt with the Crimson myself, seeing that this is the second world that I've played single player with as well. Um, so it was kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to kind of join him in his world as well, because I wanted to kind of see what the Crimson was all about as well. Um, but um, after he's done with his world, um, you know, we're kind of debating as to what we kind of want to do with what we kind of want to do afterwards. One thought is um, maybe do him joining here, and we kind of do the exact same thing. Which, I mean, that's all well and good, but at the same time, it might be a little too much of a repeat from his world. Um, I mean, obviously there might be like small differences here and there, um, but overall it's going to be pretty much the same. Um, um, so one of the thought lines is maybe trying to do some modded, but I don't know. Uh, Crimson is meant to be slightly harder. I don't know. I can't really tell one way or another. You know, Corruption gives me enough difficulty in its own right, but if Crimson is meant to be harder, then okay. Um, I mean, the boss in Corruption can be a little rough if you're not used to them, um, but we're not sure. Um, I'm kind of leaving it up to Blackheart as to kind of what he wants to do after we're you know um like there's still things that we can do in his world that we haven't completed yet, right? There's um we still have to fight and beat the Moon Lord. You know, we've fought the Moon Lord, but we got our asses handed to us. There's the Fairy Queen that has we were able to defeat her nighttime version, um, but um, we haven't defeated her daytime version. And based off of the fact that uh, the fact that the daytime version is basically like, hey, one hit, you're dead, and it's bullet hell is just not exactly the best gameplay that I really want to do. But I mean, um, I really don't like bullet hell games, especially ones that are like, hey, one shot and you're done, and you can't do anything more than that. Um, those style games tend to bug me a little bit, but um, um, we haven't really done too, we haven't really looked into the modded areas, so uh, yeah, one of the nice things about, the mod community is that, obviously you still have like the main devs that are working on the main game and stuff like that. But when you have like a good like mod setup, or you have a good modding um, possibility for your game, it makes the you know those mods are obviously really nice, you know, um, because you can, you know, do more with them. So, hmm, hold on. Nope, nope. God damn it. The double jump, man. God damn it. I hate when it's like, I'm trying to jump once and it like goes, "Hey, you need to jump, you need to double jump right now." It's like, "No, I just need to jump normally." God damn it, game. Ah. Okay. Yeah, we got ourselves a little cave up there, but obviously I don't necessarily want to pull the water down. But obviously that's something to kind of keep an eye out for later. So, so you did. Welcome to the Discord, my friend. Yeah, it sounds like Calamity is probably one of those like the next, version that, um you'd probably want to go for there, Blackheart. Um there's a mod that removes the spread of corruption on Crimson, which might be useful. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do appreciate that kind of like challenge to it. Like if there's no risk, then what's the point in the game, right? Um, I mean, and unless you're like wanting to just kind of play the game as just like a building simulator, then I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Um, a lot of people do so. Um, a lot of people want to, um, like people play Minecraft just to build stuff. The mega builds, for example, right? So I mean, that's perfectly fine. You have like the people that only want to do like creative. So and that's understandable. And obviously, you'd want a mod like that to kind of handle it. But when I play, when I played Minecraft, for example, and um, I played it when I like first came out. Um, all that it had was creative, and that's it. It didn't have any kind of survival to it whatsoever, and I really kind of got bored of it. Um, I got bored of Minecraft when it first came out, like you know. So because there wasn't really any challenge to it per se. Um, so I don't really like games that are just pure creative because it really doesn't um, 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 if I want to be like purely creative, then I'll go into a purely creative mode or that kind of thing. But um, so I'd probably I'd like to make sure that I have some form of challenge. So, but that's me. So much nice mods which mod Terraria can give doesn't always make the game harder. Can make it easier and more fair. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, let's face it. The um, there's always going to be a player base that might want it like extremely difficult. Like I want bullet hell all the time. Give me all the give me all the bosses that are gonna give me all the bullet hells. You're gonna have people that are gonna want to do that. Because let's face it, there's a lot of people that enjoy bullet hell style games, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not my particular cup of tea. Um, and so, um, if there's a way to put it in the game, yeah, you're gonna have people that are gonna be interested in doing that. So, um, and obviously, some people are gonna be like looking at that and going, "No, I don't really want that kind of mod." um, there have been people that have done mods in Minecraft, for example, um, that are role-playing style games, and that can be kind of interesting, from time to time. And I'm sure that there's, you know, mods in Terraria that also have that kind of element as well, I'm sure. Um, there might be mods that expand the world so that you can travel like full circle. You might be able to kind of go from one end of the map to the other end of the map. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what mods are possible out there, but I mean, if you can think it, I'm sure that someone has probably built it by now. So, or if they haven't, it'll probably be built, or someone's trying to work on it right now. You never know. So, uh, I think once you finish Terraria, playing Calamity will be so cool as that it's so big that it feels like you're playing a brand new game and the feeling is amazing. I mean, that's that's definitely a possibility. I'm not gonna say no to it. Um, but right now, um, you know, uh, in a sense, I'm like I said, I was kind of doing this more for the uh, helping out Blackheart for the most part. Um, and if he wants to try Calamity, we can try Calamity. But I don't want to necessarily put words in his mouth either. I don't necessarily want to go, oh yeah, we'll play Calamity, and he's like, I really don't want to play it. That kind of thing. So that's all. Okay, that's weird. There we go. Can I tell you some of the things that it brings? I mean, just the fact that you mentioned the more bosses and stuff like that. Um, can be enough. So, but at the same time, probably don't want to say too much, my friend, because again, don't want to give away like that first time experience either. So, um, you're attempting me to do Calamity, but with a mod that keeps the corruption from spreading. I mean, that might already be in Calamity there, Blackheart. Just giving you a heads up. you know. But then again, or that might be a setting within Calamity that you could do. Probably, maybe. I wanna put it past them. So, because one of the things about the modding community, especially, um, is that you have the potential of kind of picking and choosing what um, sometimes what you want to see. So, not always, but yeah. Let's see. Okay. Let's go down and get that jar there. Oh, I know about the Mariana Trench. Oh, you don't know about the Mariana Trench there, Blackheart? Okay, so, as a to kind of give you a heads up about it, there is a underwater trench. Um, whereabouts is it? It's around the Indonesia, Philippines, um, Australia area for the most part, and it is deep. Like they haven't gotten anything to really see down there very much, um, deep. So, like they're I think they're starting to get enough, like they finally found like or they're finally getting like a submersible that can kind of handle the um that can kind of handle it for the most part, but um it has not been an easy task, that's for sure. Okay, I am completely full up, so I'm gonna go ahead and return back. Gotta turn, put in everything in there. So, yeah, let's see. If I remember correctly, I put the order of everything here. So I think someone went down there once, but just once. Yeah, it's not exactly the easiest to get down to. That's for sure. Um, because the pressure is just extremely high when you go down there, and it's not necessarily for the faint of heart. But I mean, um, a lot of people are kind of suspecting, what could be down there, kind of thing. Um, but obviously, um, you know, we're, you can make guesses, but that's about as much as you can do. So, yeah, ideally, what I would like to kind of see is like I'm on the biggest map right at this moment in time. What I would like to see is something even larger than this, if possible. You know, um, like, I can think of a lot of, possibilities, um, for what, can be possible. Um, the the idea of, you know, something in the sky a little bit more, like an actual moon, kind of landscape. Like, obviously you'd probably need like the right kind of outfit to actually get to the moon, but that kind of thing. And, there's a lot of things that with the modded community, you can think of a lot of things that you could potentially do, right? You can do, like the moon, where you actually have to fight the Moon Lord, for example. Or there might be like a castle in the sky kind of possibility. Um, or um, the underwater, bigger oceans. So yeah, I mean um, the possibilities could, potentially be endless. So yeah, yeah, be careful. Okay, we'll put that in there for right now. Let's see, banner. Put that in there for right now. let's see. We have a little bit of like an equipment chest here. I will throw these in here for right now. I mean, regular Terraria has kind of touched upon a lot of, a lot of potential. So, um, you know, a lot of things that, you know, you if they basically said, hey, you know, um, oh, like for example, right? Imagine, you know, this is just kind of coming off the top of my head. I don't know a single damn thing about Calamity, so whether or not they have it or not, I don't really know. I'm just kind of going off chain on this one, but um, like those what are they called? The Eternia crystals that you have to fight, that you have to protect. I mean, imagine going through that portal to that world, for example, right? Like they come attacking you, but what if you go and attack it? Go through those portals to attack that world, right? Imagine something along those lines. You know, y- that's one nice thing about like the modded community is that whatever you can think of, if you have the right kind of like obviously the right kind of programming skills, and you have the art background to add those art assets in, then um, you know, then you can pretty much do whatever you kind of want to do. Uh, that sounds like it's such a cool mod. I mean, you know, I'm I'm just throwing out ideas and stuff like that. Like Minecraft's another world. I mean, like I said, um, if they, one of the nice things about Terraria is that they gave you enough wiggle room to kind of show you the possibilities, and now the modded community is just going, oh, this sounds interesting. Let's go. You know. Um, Now I'm not like the best when it comes to programming, so um, you know, one of the things with that is um, it can be really difficult for me to do something along those lines because um, I would also have to try to put in the art assets as well into it, and I don't have that artistic ability. So, um, so that's all, you know. Um, Plus, I would have to see like what the what it would take to even start the process of doing a mod for like Terraria. Um, you know, it's but if I'm not mistaken, it is not a Java-based game. It is too smooth of a game for Java. I would imagine that it's probably more of a C++ or C sharp. Um, be right back. Gonna eat some pizza. Sounds good, my friend. Sounds good. Um, Actually, let me see. What is Terraria code based off of? Let me look that up here real quick. Terraria coding language. C sharp. Okay. Yeah, I don't have C sharp knowledge, so I'd be kind of um I'd most likely be making a lot more mistakes than anything else on that. I know that, C sharp is um you know has similar styles to Java. I get that. So it wouldn't be that much of a leap to switch over to it, but I don't have any like professional background in C sharp, so I know that I most likely would be making a lot of mistakes that um, that someone new would make. So, um, but obviously, there's tutorials out there for modding in Terraria, for example. So, I'd say, if you're wanting to kind of look at how to make a mod, I mean, there's already videos out there on it, and I mean that might be something that um, I might try to do maybe, um, but at the same time, I have so many other projects on my um, that I kind of want to try to finish first before I do anything else. I already got it. I already got enough. So my friend wants to be a programmer. Ah, okay. Are they like in college right now, or are they, you know, um, high school, or junior high, high school, college, um, after college? I mean, it doesn't matter when you start it, you know. So, or at least shouldn't. So, GCSE. I'm not quite sure what that is, my friend. That doesn't look familiar. Is that like general college software engineers? Okay. Um, I live in the States, so I'm not familiar with that. That does not look like anything United States based. So I'm assuming that that is England. So that looks like United Kingdom. Just making a rough guess. So okay, so we got ourselves a few rail lines here that I still need to kind of explore a little bit more. So we've already kind of explored, all of our minecart tracks here for the most part, and I'm definitely not wanting to go in this zone, not yet anyway. I'd rather find some better weapons and the like. Um, but let me go ahead and work on getting some gold bars here first. There we go. And converting into USA would be sophomore. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Okay, first off, yeah, gold would be go ahead and get ourselves a new axe as well there. Sophomore in high school. Okay, so one thing that I would recommend for your friend, because uh, one of the things that um, I mean, it's great that he has an interest in programming at such a young age. Okay, so obviously, try to encourage that as much as you possibly can. Um, you know, uh, one, there's a couple things to be aware of. One, there's a lot of languages out there. Okay, that and much of it's free. Okay, so um, obviously, uh, it all depends on where he wants to go. But at the same time, I wouldn't necessarily tell him that he should pick in one particular direction and go for it. Like, for example, um, one could say, "Hey, you have an interest in making games. You know, put all your attention on making games and nothing else." Yeah, that's not exactly like the best course of action. Um, you know, because unfortunately the gaming industry is a really tough industry to get into, and um, and unfortunately, unless you like start up your very own gaming studio, um, there's really um, the like a game a gaming studio could have you there for a contract for like a year programming something and then let you go afterwards. Okay, it is a very volatile industry. Um, so it can be really tough to get into and stay in. So um, and not to say that someone shouldn't try to go for that, but at the same time, um, know that it can be a bit rough to enter. So the what I would recommend is get um, try to learn all you can about you know um, about other things. Just being able to just kind of code in general. Okay, and that might be very useful for any employer. Okay, not just like a gaming studio. Like if you know how to code in C++ or something like that, then you're going to be very useful in in anybody that wants a C++ developer. Okay. Um, if you put all your eggs in one basket into say Unity, then um, you might have a hard time trying to find jobs because there's not going to be that many places that are looking for those kind of developers, right? So, um, you know, so, but the one thing that I would recommend is you know, try to, basically for him, is, um, try to code up as much as you can. You know, start with the basics. Um, learn the basics of any particular language. And it doesn't matter which language. At least, um, you know, uh, C++, Java, Python, um, if you pick, those kind of languages, then um, then you can basically use them, you know, in the real world, right? For any kind of development studio, or any kind of um, software development studio would want those kind of skills. So obviously, um, programming, um, you know, uh, try to learn the basics, you know, of it, and then give yourself, if your friend, tell your friend to look at, something that they want to make. Now, don't don't go for something huge or something like that. Like, hey, I'm gonna build the next MMO. No, don't do that to yourself. Don't kill yourself along those lines. Make something simple at the start. Make something easy to um, um, work at, try to make something fairly easy to start off with, right? Um, don't be like, oh, hey, I'm going to build the next bet, I'm gonna build the next Windows operating system. No, don't do that to yourself. Um, work on something like, hey, I'm gonna make an application for um, I'm gonna make um, I'm gonna make something that will be like a phone book or something like that. Try to keep something fairly simple for the most part. And what you develop, and just kind of go for that. You know, um, and try to stick with it. Don't don't stop. Um, he's a big Linux fan. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Um, and um, I'm not gonna say like, oh my God, he's a Linux fan. How dare you? No, um, the thing with Linux is that there are some programmers that 100% loves Linux and will die off of Linux. Okay, uh, and and I'm not saying it's completely bad either. I personally have had my own issues with Linux. Um, like um, I've actually crashed the operating system, with Linux. So, and you know, um, so on one hand, it's like, okay, um, you know, y- it's open source, so obviously, um, you have um, everybody that is working on it is kind of doing it of their own free will, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Um, but some of these guys aren't going to be working on it 24/7 like what you would probably see in, say, Windows, right? So, um, the people that are working at Windows, um, they want, you know, they're being paid on a regular basis to make sure that Windows, is working correctly, right? Um, so whereas for Linux, they're just doing it because they want to do it. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like I mentioned, the fact that I myself could find a bug in an application that crashed the OS. I lost a lot of faith in that. So not to say that, you know, um, I could, I could have done, something myself to try to fix that particular bug. Um, I could have tried for that, but again, um, it's not it's not really an industry, it's open source, so you're talking about people um, that aren't necessarily getting paid to work on the operating system. So um, they're just kind of making it because they want to, and again, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Um, so there's a lot of smart individuals that are working on it, and will continue to work on it, and I wish them the best of luck on it. Um, hopefully they, you know, you know, may they find, may they build something that can, um, easily rival Windows. But right now, it's an operating system. Oh, jeez. It's an operating system that is is more for the programmers right now. You know, the people that that want to use command lines to get the job done. And for us programmers, sure, it's that's very handy, that's very useful. But when you're talking about like the general populace, they're gonna be like looking at that and going, "Ew, I don't really want to deal with this." Um, there's a reason why, back in the day when, um, you know, um, you know, when Windows wasn't even a thing, when it was back in the old DOS days, um, not many people had computers at that time because it wasn't really that user friendly back then. Okay. And, um, you know, I want to do astrophysics. Nice. Okay, let's see. Let me throw a rope up there. If you ever have I'm assuming that you're, in England as well, seeing that you're clearly mentioned details that are, English based. Um, but one of the nice things that I enjoyed was going out to the Griffith Observatory in Los Angeles. So, are you exploring or are you searching for something? I'm just pretty much exploring right now. Because um, um, because I'm not really in any like major rush to um I'm not in any major rush to get to um like down to the to fight the boss or anything along those lines. So, this is basically me trying to find like all the um try to find like all the useful um tools and like that are out there that are a little bit harder to get a hold of. So that's all. Yeah, it is a fun place to explore, but it's also very dangerous at the early game. A lot of monsters there that can, you know, shoot poison at you, and if you're not prepared for it, then you're gonna be in trouble. One of the reasons why I don't really go there early, right? At least not right away. Once I get my health bar up to the 400 and um, I get some better weapons than what I have right now. Better weapons, better armor. Then I'll go and do more in the jungle. But for right now, it's not exactly the best place to kind of you know. I mean, obviously, if someone wants to, they definitely can try it. It's just it um, can be a very dangerous place if you're not careful as well. So probably best to have gold armor before going. Yeah, pretty much. Hmm, okay, let's let's throw a rope up there. There we go. Yeah. Um, Griffith Observatory, was a fun place to visit. Um, oh, actually, if you don't already know about it, Griffith Observatory has a monthly um, discussion that they held for the public um, that you might be interested in. Being interest in astrophysics. Um, you know, um, if you want to try that out. So Have you explored the sky, man, and Terraria? Sorry, no worries, no worries. Yeah, I mean, you know, I have in both my first game and um, in Blackheart's game, but I have not explored the sky yet on this one. So, yeah, Griffith Observatory they had a monthly meeting that they would do. That actually, let me go up. I don't really want to bring the water with me. They would have a monthly meeting. What was it called again? It's been forever since I went there. But um, but I believe it's online for the viewing public as well. You know, so if you want to give it a shot, go to the Griffith Observatory, and um, they most likely have some videos up there for for your viewing pleasure. So you know, I forget the name of it. I forget what it was called. It was like it was kind of like it was kind of like a pun. It was like all space considered or something along those lines. Um, so I mean, if you're like really interested in astrophysics, then that might be an interesting one for you to kind of check out. So I'm back setting things up, so I'll be mostly on lurk mode. Sounds good to my friend. Sounds good. Matter of fact, uh, let's see. It's getting really late for you there, Burger. it's it's what, 1 o'clock in the morning there now? For me, I'm less of a telescope watching person and looking at planets, more of a theoretical person learning theories of black holes and neutron stars and things like that. There's gold over there on the right. Well, what I'm saying though is that they don't just talk about um, they don't just talk about like looking at planets and stuff like that. They actually talk about the science of space as well. Um, so don't think of it as like, oh yeah, we're just gonna watch, um, we're just gonna be looking at stars. No, they do a lot more there. So, um, so don't think that that's all that they do at the observatory. I mean, you know the they're scientists just as much as anybody else. So they're looking at all sorts of things as well. So okay. Um, let's see. Like you know, like like they've discussed, like like the Mars rovers. They've discussed like you know um you know, discoveries that they got through telescopes such as black holes. They've talked about what telescopes are finding. Like they talked about like finding Earth-style planets in other solar systems using the how they can see a planet go in front of the star that that we have the telescope there, and because of the size of the planet, they can kind of determine like the factors that go into whether or not that planet is um, the type of planet it is, so all that kind of jazz. So I mean, believe me, it's um they can go, obviously they kind of dumb it down for um because it's more for the public than like they don't go into like the science of it all. um but they do talk about like the like recent discoveries and what they're kind of looking for and all that jazz. So if it's something that um if you want to kind of get stay on top of like what's been kind of going on in the realm of physics and astrophysics, um then I would say check it out. Again, I don't know if it's been in years since I've been there, so I don't know. Um, I don't know if they're still up and running. Okay, because it's a publicly funded endeavor, so I hope that it's still running because it was such a interesting. Um, I tried to go there every month. Oh yeah, there's the gold. Because it was just so interesting to kind of see, what was kind of going on. Um, you know, uh, learn what was kind of going on, beyond our star. Um, but but yeah, indeed, my friend, indeed. Okay. Um, you know what? I want to go down here and see what's further down below here, real quick. Ready in 5 minutes. Okay, there, Blackheart. Sounds good. Then in that case, I'm probably going to go ahead and aha, Demon Knight Ore. Nice. I'm probably going to go ahead and kind of close on down this um, single player version here in just a second. Just so I can join Blackheart in his multiplayer. Um, so, um, oh, I saw that trap. Come here, you. Hi there, fairy. Let's see, hold on. Oh, nope, that's not gonna help. Oh yeah, I know about it. I just want to try to get to it from over here. Let's see. Instead of having to, dig through all that, I just wanted to kind of get through over on the side. And this is copper, not gold, unfortunately. Oh well. Okay. Uh, Alright. Where do you want to take me there? I think it wanted me to kind of go down in this general direction anyway, so I'm gonna see about trying to find where this ferry wants to take me, and then once I find what it's saying, hey, go here, then I'm probably gonna end the single player version. I'm gonna stop the recording for YouTube, and then we're gonna switch on over to Blackheart's um, game. So just kind of giving you all a heads up on this. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Ferry, where are you gonna take me here? Are you gonna start another stream after this one ends? Well, technically, I'm not gonna end the stream. I'm just going to uh, end my recording of this one, and I'm gonna switch on over to um, Blackheart's recording for Blackheart. So that's all. So feel free to stick around. I'll still be here. Okay. Um. Ferry isn't really leading me in like the best direction at this moment in time. Hmm. Oh no, they're going. It wants you to go in a specific direction. It's just where it wants you to go is, um, it's not always readily apparent. Okay, it will take you to a chest. It will take you to a heart container. It will take you to um, it will take you, wherever, you know. Oh, they wanted to go up that way. Okay. Sometimes it gets bugged. I don't I don't know if that's true. Because um, because more often than not, they normally lead you to a chest, a um, they lead you to a chest, they lead you to a heart container. I mean, hell, I mean, I had to kind of head back here anyway. I once had a fairy that pointed to one of these chests here. So I mean, it can get a little odd at times, but I mean, um, but from my experience, fairies will always take you someplace. It might not necessarily be, um, it might be someplace that you've already seen, that you've already kind of dealt with. Um, but yeah. Okay. Blocks. Let's see. Trap chest. We have seeds. Throw that down. We have mud block. Let's take care of these. There we go. Let's see. Mining shirt doesn't really matter all that much. Let's see. Potions. There's that. Consumables. And then we'll throw that mining shirt down here in the miscellaneous equipment. Put the money away. And then we'll call the single player experience done. Alright. Um, like your base, it's cool. Nice, thank you. I mean, uh, the I've learned that a base off the ground, you won't be attacked by or it'd be really difficult for more land-based attackers such as zombies to be able to actually attack the people inside of it. Um, so um, I learned that from my first experience. So um, but yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop the single player recording. Um, so if you're watching this on YouTube later, feel free to you know do everything that would greatly help me out with the YouTube algorithm. That'd be fantastic if you can. Check out the links in the description for social medias and all that. Um, check out my stream team that I made. Um, there's a link for that as well. Um, for you to check out, apply for the team. Check out the Google document that I have there to kind of, if you're not quite sure what the stream team does, there's a Google document there that explains what it's supposed to be all about. I'm just trying to look for more people that are interested in joining it at this time. It's still small team, but I mean, if you want to check it out, you're welcome to. Um, you can stay here there, Heisenberger, because like I said, I'm gonna stop the recording, which I will go ahead and do so right